reason we've come here
Porque la razón principal por la que estamos aquí
is to celebrate Jesus Christ,
es para celebrar a Jesucristo,
to celebrate our God.
para celebrar a nuestro Dios.
Because some of you may not believe it,
Porque algunos de ustedes tal vez no lo crean,
but if it were not for him,
pero si no fuera por Él,
we wouldn't be here today.
no
Amen.
estaríamos aquí hoy.
Because he allowed us
Porque Él lo permitió
to awaken,
de levantarnos,
and we should be more than thankful.
deberíamos estar más que
If not
agradecidos,
for anything else,
si no por nada más,
but because he gave us another day of life.
pero porque nos dio un día más de vida.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Mañana no está prometido.
We can make our plans for tomorrow,
Podemos planear el día de
but
mañana,
tomorrow might not just come.
pero puede que mañana no llegue.
And then what do?
Entonces, ¿qué vas a hacer?
That's why you learn to love and cherish
Por eso es que aprende a amar y a apreciar
what you have today.
lo que tienes hoy.
It's okay to wait for tomorrow,
Está bien esperar por
but
mañana,
make sure you're ready.
pero está seguro
That if tomorrow doesn't come for you,
que si mañana no llega para ti,
you know where you're going to be at.
sabes dónde vas a estar.
You know where you're going to be at.
Sabes dónde vas a estar.
Amen?
Amen.
Amen. It's always an honor to be at the house of God,
Siempre es un honor estar en la casa del Señor
and I love to bring the word.
y me encanta traer la palabra.
But today,
Pero hoy
we got somebody special bringing the word for us.
tenemos una persona especial trayendo la palabra
Yes,
hoy.
indeed. And it's not the first lady today.
Y no es la primera dama hoy.
It is going to be Minister Jacob.
Que va a ser
Amen? Yes.
God bless you all.
Que Dios nos bendiga.
God bless you again.
Que Dios nos
Amen.
bendiga nuevamente.
First, we give God the glory and honor,
Primero le damos todo honor y toda gloria al Señor.
and then we celebrate the First Lady as well, because it is her birthday, but we're celebrating it today. Amen.
Y luego celebramos el cumpleaños de la primera dama.
Amen. I'm gonna be reading from the book of
Voy a estar leyendo del libro de
Malachi,
Malaquías,
and it's gonna be reading from chapter 3,
capítulo 3,
verses 8 to 12.
versículo 8 al 12.
And when you have it, just shout it, Amen.
Cuando lo tenga, solo grita amén.
Malachi chapter 3, verse 8, starting at verse 8.
Malaquías 3, 8 al 12.
3 verse 8. Does everybody have it?
Amen.
¿Entienden?
Amen. Where's read me, Father, Holy Spirit?
Amen.
Will a man rob God? Yet you have robbed me. But you say, in what way have we robbed you? In tithes and offerings. You are cursed with a curse, for you have robbed me, even this whole nation. Bring all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. And try me now in this, says the Lord of hosts. If I will not open for you the windows of heaven, and pour out for you such blessings that there will not be room enough to receive it. And I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, so that he will not destroy the fruit of your ground. Nor shall the vine fail to bear fruit for you in the field, says the Lord of hosts. And all the nations will call you blessed, for you will be a delightful land, says the Lord of hosts. Amen.
La palabra se lee en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo.
Amen.
¿Robará el hombre a Dios? Pues vosotros me habéis robado. Y dijisteis, ¿en qué te hemos robado? En vuestros diezmos y ofrendas. Malditos sois con maldición, porque vosotros, la nación toda, me habéis robado. Traed todos los diezmos al alfolí y allá alimentando en mi casa. Y probadme ahora en esto, dice Jehová de los ejércitos. Si no os abriré las ventanas de los cielos y derramaré sobre vosotros bendición hasta que sobreabunde. Reprenderé también por vosotros al devorador, y no os destruirá el fruto de la tierra, ni vuestra vid en el campo será estéril, dice Jehová de los ejércitos. Y todas las naciones os dirán bienaventurados, porque seréis tierra deseable, dice Jehová de los ejércitos.
I'm truly blessed to be giving the word here today on Sunday, especially the pastor letting me have it.
Es una bendición traer la palabra, especialmente un domingo.
So I just pray God use me and that y'all receive something from it.
Espero que el
Amen.
Señor me utilice y ustedes reciban algo.
Thank you,
You may have a
Jesus.
seat now.
Se pueden sentar.
So the theme here that I put is try me.
El tema de hoy que puse se llama Pruébame.
So turn to one of your neighbors and tell them, try me.
Mira, mira a un vecino tuyo y dile
Turn
pruébame.
to another neighbor and say, try me.
Dile a otro vecino, pruébame.
think of try me, when someone says try me, what do you think of first, right?
Cuando alguien te dice, pruébame, ¿en qué piensas?
You think of fighting. You think you gotta prove something to someone.
Piensas en pelear, en que tienes que probar algo.
So you say, try me.
Entonces,
Try me, see what I'm gonna do.
entonces dice, pruébame para
Try
ver qué
me,
voy
see
a
what's gonna
hacer.
happen.
Pruébame a ver qué no voy a hacer.
So the Lord is saying is right here. He says, try me.
El Señor dice en la palabra, pruébame.
And he says, try me now.
Pruébame ahora.
See, let's go back to the beginning now because I'm getting ahead of myself because of the theme.
Voy a
That's a
volver al
good theme.
principio.
But it said, will a man rob God? Yet you have robbed me.
La palabra dice que si un hombre le va a robar a Dios, sin embargo, le has robado.
And the people are like, what do you mean? How have we robbed you, God?
¿Cómo así? ¿Cómo te has robado,
And he
Dios?
says, in tithes and offering.
En ofrendas y diezmos.
See, and they didn't want to commit the crime because robbing God was a, let's say, a high crime.
Robar a Dios es un crimen bien grande
Because he's God, right?
porque es Dios.
No one wants to admit that they robbed God.
Nadie quiere admitir que le ha robado a Dios.
So what they did was they pled not guilty in this case
Ellos lo que hicieron fue que dijeron, no soy culpable en este caso.
and told God to prove it.
Y Dios tuvo que probarlo.
It told God to prove something he already knew.
Tuvo que Dios probar algo que ya él sabía.
See, and God was, he's a just God.
Dios es un Dios justo.
So he does tell them what they did.
So él sí le dice lo que ellos hicieron mal.
See, they were guilty and not willing to own it themselves.
Ellos eran culpables pero no querían admitirlo.
Us here, we're guilty and not owning it ourselves.
Nosotros somos culpables y no queremos admitirlo.
We try to see, how are we robbing God?
Queremos decir, pero Dios, ¿cómo te
I'm
estamos
going,
robando?
I'm going to church.
Voy a la
I pay my
iglesia,
tithes.
yo doy mi
I do what I
diezmo,
have to do, and I serve God.
hago lo que tengo que hacer y sirvo a Dios.
But like we say, it's not about serving God only,
Como decimos, no es solamente sobre servir a Dios,
but it's about the relationship you have with God.
pero la relación
And
que tienes
everybody
con el
like, yeah,
Señor.
it's a relationship. I have my own relationship with God.
La gente dice, sí, pero yo tengo mi relación con Dios.
But they just say, yeah, God, and they have their own relationship.
Ellos solamente dicen, Dios, tengo pero esa es la relación que tienen con Él.
But the thing is to grow in that relationship.
Pero la razón es crecer en esa
You want to
relación.
get closer to that person, right?
Quieres seguir acercándote a esa persona,
Because when you start off dating,
porque cuando comienzas a salir con alguien,
it's boyfriend and girlfriend.
novia y novio,
And then you start to get to know each other.
comienzan a conocerse mejor.
And then you start to becoming one, right?
Y luego comienzan y se convierten en
And then you
uno.
want to match.
Y luego son una
And then you want
pareja.
to then you start becoming like one. You start becoming taking the habits of the other.
Comienzan a tomar los hábitos de la otra
Is it true or
persona.
not?
¿No es así?
So that's what we gotta do with God.
Eso tenemos que hacer con Dios.
Because when we get closer with Him,
Cuando nos acercamos a Él,
this time He's not taking our habits,
Él no, en este caso, Él
but
no
we
va a
have to
agarrar
learn how to
los
take
hábitos.
His
Pero
habits.
tenemos que aprender a coger sus
We
hábitos.
want to be more like Him,
Tenemos que ser más como
and He
Él.
turns us to for the better.
Y Él lo hace para nuestro mejor
See, and then
bien.
the boyfriend and girlfriend, after a while, they decide to get married,
El novio y la novia, después de un
And that
tiempo,
really-
deciden casarse
and that really connects them even deeper.
y conectarse un poquito más.
Because now they're really one.
Porque ahora son realmente uno.
And what's his is hers, and what's hers is his.
Lo que es de Él es de ella y lo que ella es de ella
So
es
we
de
need to
Él.
really marry into God.
Tenemos que casarnos con Dios.
Because what's his is ours,
Porque
and
lo-
what's ours is his.
Porque lo que es de Él es nuestro y lo nuestro es de Él.
But what's really important is what's his is ours.
Lo importante es que lo de Él es nuestro.
Because what's ours, it doesn't matter for him.
Porque lo nuestro no le
Because
importa.
he
a
already
Él.
has it.
Porque Él lo tiene.
It's already his from the beginning.
Es de Él desde el
So now we
principio.
just want his to be ours.
Lo que queremos es lo de Él que sea
We
nuestro.
want his promises to be our
Que
promises.
sus promesas sean nuestras
We want
promesas.
his anointing to be our anointing.
Su unción sobre nosotros.
All his blessings want our blessings. We want it.
Todas sus bendiciones lo queremos sobre nosotros.
Tell your neighbor, I want it.
Dile a tu vecino, lo quiero.
Amen.
Amén.
See, they robbed him of his honor. They robbed him because they weren't devoted to him.
Le robaron de honor porque no eran devotos a Él.
They robbed him of his services.
Le robaron de su servicio.
They didn't do their dues.
No hicieron lo que tenían que hacer.
And they robbed them of their own of their estates.
Y le robaron de su propiedad.
And not only that, the big one is they robbed them of themselves.
Y lo más grande que le robaron de ellos.
See, they robbed them of themselves.
Lo robaron de ellos.
See, and that's the most important one right there to me, I believe.
Yo creo que es el más importante de todos.
Because all the other things were physical, materialistic things.
Porque lo otro era cosa física y materialista.
And we could all give that stuff up, no problem.
Y lo podemos dar, no hay problema.
And a lot of us do at times.
Y a veces lo hacemos.
You give the money, you give whatever you have for God, right?
Das el dinero y lo que sea que
But you don't
tienes
give
para
him
Dios.
yourself.
Pero no te das a ti mismo.
You don't give him who you are.
No le das quien tú eres.
And then you just hold back.
Y luego te limitas.
See, and that's why they robbed him.
Y así es como les robaron.
But they couldn't understand it.
Pero no podían
Because they
entenderlo.
were never really in a relationship.
Porque nunca tuvieron una relación con Él.
So you have to give yourself to God.
Tienes que darte a
And when I say give
Dios.
yourself,
Y cuando digo
I'm talking
darte,
about the time.
digo tiempo.
I'm talking about what you, anytime, any place, you know, it's you.
Todo lo que es sobre ti.
God wants you.
Dios te quiere a ti.
See, and like I said, once you get in that relation, once you marry into God,
Una vez te casas con Dios,
you're going to have it all.
lo vas a tener todo.
It's going to be yours.
Es tuyo.
So they wouldn't pay their tithes or their offering. See, I like that part
Me gusta esa parte donde dice que no estaban dando ofrenda y diezmo.
because before this story, they had a problem.
Porque al principio de la historia ellos tenían un problema.
They will only give partial to God.
Solamente daban parcialmente a Dios.
Or they will give not at all.
O no daban nada.
Because they were holding back.
Porque estaban aguantándose.
So God requires all of it.
Dios
Thank
requiere
you,
todo.
Jesus.
See, and some people might say they may not have it.
Algunas personas dicen que no lo
But
tienen.
we say it's more the quality than the quantity.
Pero decimos que es la calidad, no la
Because
cantidad.
this is back then.
Porque eso es antes.
Back then, and the tithing was at 10%.
Antes el diezmo era 10%.
And you say 10% is a lot.
Y tú dices 10% puede que sea
I think
mucho.
that's not enough
Yo creo que no es suficiente.
for what God is going to give you in return.
Por lo que Dios te va a dar de retorno.
So they were cheaping God and expecting full.
Ellos estaban siendo tacaños con Dios, pero esperando mucho.
But you can't do that with God.
Pero no puedes hacer eso con Dios.
God wants it all.
Dios lo quiere todo.
So he could give you all.
Para que Él te pueda dar todo.
And God looks at the quality of how you give it too.
Y Dios mira la calidad con que tú lo
The
das.
quantity don't matter,
La cantidad no
but the
importa.
quality does.
Pero la calidad
Because
importa.
if you give it with a whole heart to God,
Porque si lo das con todo corazón
he
a
will
Dios,
accept it wholeheartedly.
Él lo va a aceptar de todo
And you
corazón.
give it without thinking about it.
Y si lo das sin pensar,
That's what's giving gracefully.
eso es dar agradecidamente.
And when you do that,
Y cuando lo haces,
God will give you gracefully.
y Dios te va a dar de esa misma
Without even
manera,
thinking about it.
sin even
He'll just
pensarlo,
pour it right down on you.
lo va a derramar sobre ti.
So it tells them they were cursed with a curse
Ellos estaban maldecidos con una
because they have
maldición
robbed him.
porque le habían robado.
And not only that, but the whole nation was cursed.
No solamente ellos, pero toda la nación.
Their mistakes caused the whole nation to be cursed.
Causaron que toda la nación tuviera
I'm going to tell you
maldita.
what they were cursed with.
Y te voy a decir con qué estaban
They were cursed. They
maldecidos.
had a famine,
Tenían una hambruna,
and they had no water. It was famine and scarcity.
había hambruna y había escasez.
So you can imagine back then, it's just they barely had any food, anything to survive like that.
Imagínense, en ese entonces no tenían nada con que sobrevivir.
We all know what a famine is,
Todos sabemos lo que una hambruna es,
but that was their punishment
pero ese era su castigo,
because God is also just.
porque Dios también es justo.
He is always loving,
Es amoroso,
but He has to do correction as well.
pero tiene que corregir también.
Like a father corrects their child or a mother corrects their
Como
child.
un padre o madre corrige a sus hijos.
Sometimes they need a spanking,
A veces necesitan una nalgadita
or other times you just put them on the timeout,
o los ponen de castigo,
face the corner.
que mira la pared.
And this was more like a face the corner
Y este era más como
because
mira la
God could have
pared,
done much worse.
porque pudo haber sido peor.
But the thing is, what did they learn from it?
Lo importante es que aprendieron de eso.
See, did they learn from their timeout?
Que aprendieron de ese
Did they
castigo.
learn from their punishment?
Aprendieron del castigo.
I would say yes,
Yo creo que sí,
because it says it in the next verses right here.
porque lo dice en el verso 9.
See, they denied him part of his estates,
Le negaron parte de lo que tenían
and they got cursed with it.
y quedaron malditos por eso.
We have to give God all.
Tenemos que darle a Dios todo.
And I'm saying like our material things as well.
Todo, incluyendo lo
But
material.
we put God first.
Pero ponemos a Dios
And
primero.
once we put God first,
Y después que ponemos a Dios
everything
primero,
else will flourish.
todo lo demás va a
And it says
florecer.
it in the Bible. You can look it up.
Lo dice en la Biblia,
You
lo
should
puedes
know it.
buscar para que lo sepas.
See, so God punished them with the famine.
Lo castigó con hambruna.
So now they had an excuse.
Ahora tenían una excusa.
Now they were like, oh, God, how can we give you our tithes and offering when we barely have enough for ourselves.
Ahora decían, pero ¿cómo te podemos dar ofrenda y diezmo si no tenemos lo suficiente para nosotros?
See, before they were cursed, they had more than enough, but still didn't want to give God.
Pero antes, cuando tenían muchísimo, no querían darle
They actually
tampoco.
did what Cain did.
Hicieron lo que Caín
They gave him
hizo.
the worst instead of the best.
Le dieron lo peor en vez de lo mejor.
And how do you expect to get the best of God when you give him the worst of you?
¿Cómo esperas recibir lo mejor de Dios cuando le das lo peor de ti?
We're supposed to give God the best of us
Deberíamos darle lo mejor
so
de
we can get the
nosotros
best of him.
para que consigamos lo mejor de Él.
So, with the little that they had, they done more. When they had but little, they should have done the more good with that little.
Con esos poquitos que tenían, debieron haber hecho lo mejor que podían.
And that would have been the way to make it more.
Y esa era la manera de hacerlo más abundante.
So if they would have given with their little,
Si le hubieran dado con lo poco,
what they were supposed to give to God in their little,
con lo que tenían que darle al Señor en lo poco,
that little would have multiplied
esos poquitos se hubieran
into
multiplicado
more.
y se vuelven más.
More than they could have handled.
Más de lo que podían manejar.
We're getting there. I'm going to tell you how it's more than what they can handle.
Y te voy a explicar cómo es más de lo que podían manejar.
And I like this. I found it in the Matthew Henry commentary. I don't want to take it as me. But it says, but it is ill with the patient that which should cure the disease serves only to palliate it and prevent it being searched into. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to explain it a little bit. Meaning
Lo que significa
that the patient was ill
que el paciente estaba enfermo
and he needed a cure.
y necesitaba una cura.
And the doctors could have found him the cure for that disease,
Y el doctor no podía encontrar una cura para esa enfermedad,
but he didn't want no one around him searching in him.
pero tampoco quería que nadie
He
mirara al paciente. El
he
paciente
didn't-
no quería que lo miraran.
Yes, he didn't want no one touching him.
No quería que nadie lo tocara.
He prevented it from being searched into.
No dejaron que lo buscaran.
He prevented his own blessing,
Previno su bendición
and he prevented his own cure.
y previno su sanación.
So in actuality, he killed himself
En la actualidad se mató él mismo.
because a cure would have been made if he would have just allowed it.
Porque una cura se hubiera encontrado si lo hubiera permitido buscarla.
See, and the people weren't learning for a certain while
Y la gente no estaba aprendiendo por un momento.
because it was hard for them to get their tithes and offering.
Porque era difícil dar el diezmo.
You heard the excuse, they didn't have a lot, so they didn't want to give it to God.
La excusa era que no había suficiente, no querían darlo.
So even in their curse, they were going to be cursed again.
E incluso en su maldición iba a ser maldecido nuevamente.
Just because they couldn't give
Solamente porque no querían dar.
what wasn't even theirs in the first place.
Lo que no era de ellos en primer lugar.
Because once they start to give,
Porque una vez empiezas a dar,
they were going to receive.
iban a recibir.
See, and it says in verse 10, bring all the tithes into the storehouse,
En el verso 10 dice, trae todos los diezmos al alfolí.
and there may be food in my house.
Y habrá alimento en mi casa.
And try me now in this.
Y pruébame ahora en esto.
Say it one more time. Try me now.
Dilo nuevamente. Pruébame ahora.
One more time.
Try me
Try me
now.
now.
Pruébame ahora.
See, and that's what God said to them.
That's
Y
right.
es lo que Dios le dijo a
That's
ellos.
right.
He said, it don't matter what you got.
No
That's
importa
right.
lo que tienes,
He said, bring it to me.
tráemelo.
But bring me the right stuff.
Tráeme lo correcto, lo
And
bueno.
try me.
Y
Yeah.
He
pruébame.
didn't have to prove himself to them.
That's
Él no tenía
right.
que probar
No, no,
nada a
no.
ellos.
But he did it anyways.
Pero lo hizo de todas
He said,
maneras.
try me
Él dijo, pruébame.
and see what I'm going to do to
Y
you.
verás lo que voy a hacer.
See, with the tithes and stuff, it reminded me of a story.
Con lo de la ofrenda y el diezmo me
It was
recuerda
like-
una historia.
Ananias and Sapphira,
Ananías y Zafira,
when they kept back part of what they were supposed to bring forth to God,
cuando aguantaron lo que
Well-
le habían prometido a Dios
well, God, to the church as well,
y a la iglesia también,
and they say they planned it out, saying, oh yeah, we're going to give this much, and then this is going to be our story, and so they set a story
hicieron una historia de lo que iban a hacer
to try to play a disciple from God,
para engañar a un discípulo de
to
Dios.
try to even play God, I'll say.
Incluso para tratar de engañar a Dios.
But how can we play a God that knows all?
Pero ¿cómo podemos tener un Dios que lo sabe todo?
So while they were talking behind scenes,
Cuando estaban hablando a
when it
escondidas,
was time to go up and present it,
cuando era tiempo de traerlo y presentarlo,
see, the disciple did it smart,
el discípulo de
with God's wisdom, of course,
con el
And
sabiduría de Dios
and he brought them one by one.
y lo trajo uno por uno.
He first brought the husband,
Primero el esposo,
and then you know the story, right? He asked,
conocen la historia,
And the husband lied,
el esposo mintió,
and then he was struck dead at that moment.
murió inmediatamente.
And then they brought in the wife.
Después vino la
And
esposa,
I'll say while they were carrying out the husband,
mientras se llevaban al esposo
and
en
she
una
thought
cama.
she was safe.
Y ella pensó que ella estaba bien.
Little did she know death was following her out.
Lo que no sabía que la
She was
muerte la
passing
perseguía.
death.
Le pasaba por el lado de la
And she had a
muerte.
moment to tell the truth.
Y tuvo un momento de
She
decir
had
la
a
verdad,
moment to repent,
un momento de arrepentirse,
but she went along with it still.
pero fue y dijo la mentira.
And she didn't even realize where her husband
Y
was.
ni siquiera sabía dónde estaba su esposo.
See, that's the greatest part. She didn't realize where her
That's
husband
right.
was. So nothing clicked in her head.
Nada le dejó saber a ella que él estaba
She
muerto.
was too focused in the lie.
Estaba muy enfocada en la
And
mentira.
that's what happened to these Israelites. They were too focused in their lie.
Así le pasa a las personas de la historia. Estaba muy enfocada en su mentira.
They were too focused into what they were doing and what they were giving God
Estaban muy enfocados en su situación, en lo que les estaban dando a Dios.
that they didn't see anything wrong in it.
Que no vieron nada malo en ello.
But the funny thing is that when she lied and she thought she was getting away with it,
Pero cuando ella mintió y pensó que se estaba saliendo con la suya,
she ended up dying as well.
murió también.
So that's what I'm saying. If you keep going into what you're doing,
Si continúas de la misma manera que está yendo,
into the lie of this world,
entre las mentiras de este mundo,
you'll end up dead.
vas a terminar muerto.
Maybe not physically,
Tal vez no
but for
físicamente,
sure spiritually.
pero seguramente
You'll die.
vas a morir.
See, and God always gives us a chance
Y Dios siempre nos da una oportunidad
to come back to Him
para regresar a Él,
because He's merciful
porque es
and
merciful
forgiving,
y perdona.
and only because through Jesus Christ
Y solo por
our
Jesucristo
sins were forgiven,
nuestros pecados son perdonados.
and now we can go to the Father
Y podemos ir al Padre
directly
directamente,
because He is for us.
porque está para nosotros.
So now I was saying, He said, "Try me now in this."
Él dice, pruébame ahora en esto.
See, I love this part because it's just try me now.
Me gusta,
It sounds so
pruébame.
aggressive,
Suena
like you
agresivo,
want to fight,
como que va a
but you
pelear,
got something to prove.
o que tiene algo que probar.
See, God had nothing to prove,
Dios no tiene nada que
but He
probar,
wanted to anyways
pero quiere hacerlo de
because
esa
of their
manera,
stubbornness.
porque somos testarudos,
So He proved it to them,
solo se lo probó.
like He's gonna prove it to you.
Como te lo va a probar a ti.
God says, "Try me now."
Dios dice, pruébame ahora.
He doesn't say, "Try me later."
Él no dice, trátame ahorita.
He doesn't say, "Try me later in the future."
Pruébame en el futuro.
No, He says, "Try me now."
Él dice, pruébame ahora.
What we always say,
Como
now,
decimos, ahora.
now. This is the
Ahora.
moment. Now.
Este es el momento,
Faith
ahora.
now.
La fe
See?
ahora.
This is what. So He's saying, "Try me now."
Él dice, pruébame ahora.
And let me read. He says, "If I will not open for you the windows of heaven and pour out for such blessings that there will not be room enough to receive it."
Si no, pruébame, probadme ahora en esto, dice Jehová de los ejércitos. Si no, os abriré las ventanas de los cielos y derramaré sobre vosotros bendición hasta que sobreabunde.
See right there. And more than enough.
Más que
He's
suficiente.
always going to give you more than enough.
Él siempre da más que
See,
suficiente.
all they had to do was put their trust in God.
Lo único que tenían que
Put
hacer
their
era
faith in
poner
God.
su fe y confianza en Dios.
See, I thought of "try me," and something came into my head.
Cuando pensé, pruébame, algo me vino a la
You
mente.
know when you go to a store
Como cuando vas a una tienda
and you see like the toys and stuff,
y ves los
and
juguetes.
then they have the button and it says "try me,"
Y dice, y ahí están los juguetes y dice, pruébame.
like to test it, to
Para
see,
que lo
and
trates.
it's to see if you want to buy it or not.
Para ver si lo quieres comprar o no.
Or a little game or toy, see what sound it makes.
O si no un juguete, a ver qué sonido hace.
So out of curiosity, you just press it,
Y de curiosidad lo tocas.
and you go, "Oh, look at that! It makes noise.
Oh, mira cómo suena.
Oh, look at that! It's glowing up."
Oh, las lucecitas.
See, now, God, that's what I'm gonna say. Trust God. Try God.
Pero te digo, prueba a Dios.
Push that button.
Presiona ese botón.
Just a little press.
Solo presiónalo.
I'm gonna show you he's gonna light up.
Te juro que él te va
He's gonna light up more than you think he's
Él
gonna
va a
light
sonar
up.
más de lo que tú
He's gonna
piensas.
sound more than you think he's
Él va a
gonna
sonar
sound.
más de lo que tú piensas.
Louder than you think it is.
Más duro de lo que tú piensas.
So try him.
Pruébalo.
Alright, not only try him,
No solamente pruébalo,
buy him next.
cómpralo después.
Buy into him.
Compra.
Because it's gonna be so much joy.
Porque va a haber tanta
It's gonna
gozo,
bring satisfaction to you.
satisfacción.
And then you have something to do or play with
Vas a tener algo que hacer o que jugar luego,
after, right?
más tarde.
Or even your kids will enjoy it after.
O tus hijos lo van a disfrutar después.
So now get into it.
Ahora, ponte en eso,
don't only try him.
no solamente
So once you
trátalo,
have tried him,
después que lo has tratado
and he shows you what he can do,
y te demuestra lo que él puede hacer,
now don't leave him.
no lo dejes,
Stay in him.
quédate en él,
See, and it says to bring all it into the storehouse.
trae todo al alfolí.
See, the storehouse back then it referred to like a special room in the temple
El alfolí se representa a un lugar en el templo, un almacén,
where they kept the tithe items, like there's food or whatever. It was mostly food and the animals.
donde mayormente tenían animales y comida
In that room, and it was to feed the Levites and the priests that were there at the time.
para alimentar a los levitas y los sacerdotes.
But I'm telling you right now,
Pero lo que te digo ahora mismo,
Jacob,
Jacob,
not the Bible, me,
no la Biblia, él,
is that the storehouse
que el almacén
is also God's special room for you.
es un lugar especial de Dios para ti.
What are you putting in your storehouse?
¿Qué estás guardando en tu
I
almacén?
was asking, what are you putting in your storehouse?
¿Qué estás guardando en el almacén?
And I'm talking about the spiritual
Y
storehouse.
estoy hablando del
We can
almacén
put a lot in the
espiritual.
physical storehouse to prepare ourselves,
En el físico podemos guardar cualquier cosa.
but I want to know what you're putting into your spiritual.
Quiero saber qué estás guardando en el almacén
Are you putting in
espiritual.
your time?
Estás poniendo
Are you
tiempo.
putting it your worth?
Estás poniendo tu valor.
Because when the time comes,
Cuando el tiempo venga,
that storehouse is gonna open again,
que ese almacén tenga que abrirse.
and
otra
what
vez.
you put in there
Y lo que pongas ahí
is gonna what you're gonna get,
es lo que vas a
but
recibir.
not what you're only gonna get,
No solamente lo que vas a
because
recibir.
God has been placing stuff in that storehouse
Porque
as well.
Dios está poniendo cosas en ese almacén
God has
también.
been putting stuff in there, so when the time is right,
Dios está poniendo para cuando el tiempo
it's
venga,
gonna open,
se abra,
and there's gonna be so much stuff,
va a haber tanta cosa,
so much blessings,
tantas bendiciones.
that it's not gonna be enough to receive it.
No es para
Like as the Bible said.
como la Biblia
It's gonna
dice,
be such an overflow.
va a ser
In us.
sobreabundante en nosotros.
And when there's an overflow,
Y cuando hay sobreabundancia,
now.
ahora.
It's overflowing now.
Sobreabundantes ahora.
We already worked hard.
Ya estamos ya trabajando fuerte.
We said what we said. The harvest is here. The harvest is now.
La cosecha es ahora.
So let's go right for the picking.
Vamos ahora mismo a buscar lo que se cosechó.
Because the blessings are already coming down.
Porque la bendición está cayendo ahora.
See, and if you're overflowing with blessings,
Y si estás sobreabundante con bendiciones,
everyone next to you
cualquier persona cercana a
is
ti
gonna receive some type of blessing.
va a recibir una bendición
You're
también.
gonna receive something.
Va a recibir algo.
It might not be even someone next to you as well.
Puede que sea alguien no necesariamente
Let's
al
say
lado
you're just
tuyo.
walking in the street
Puede que sea que estés caminando en la
and you
calle
say God bless.
y que Dios le diga
Or you
que
say
Dios te
hi.
bendiga o
And I
ora
make someone's day
y hagas el día para
because
esa
they may be
persona.
feeling so lonely.
Porque a lo mejor se sentían
But you
solos.
acknowledge them.
Pero
And now,
lo reconociste.
now,
Y ahora
what you have been praying,
lo que has estado orando,
what you have been fasting,
lo que está en
what you have
ayuno,
put before
lo
God,
que has puesto enfrente de Dios,
earnestly dying for, you
sinceramente, sin parar,
now you're receiving it
ahora lo estás recibiendo.
because you tried Him,
Porque lo probaste.
and now He's proved Himself to you.
Y ahora se ha probado a ti.
And now we want more.
Y ahora queremos más.
You're not going to be satisfied with just a
No
little.
vas a estar satisfecho
So
con
you
un
want
poquito.
more?
Ahora quieres
It's like going
más.
to a restaurant,
Como cuando vas a un
only
restaurante
getting an
y
appetizer,
solo coges un appetizer
and then that's it.
y eso es todo.
They're going to be like, no, we're out of everything else.
No queremos más
We can
cosas.
only give you this little portion.
Que podemos dar un poquito.
And then you're going to be mad.
Y luego vas a estar
You're going to be
molesto.
upset
Vas a estar
because you
molesto.
want more.
Porque quieres más que un appetizer.
But God is not a greedy God.
Pero Dios no es, Él no es agarrado.
He shows, He gives,
Él da, Él muestra
He's graceful.
graciosamente.
So He's going to give it to you.
Él te lo va a dar.
So everything that's, like I said, everything in that storeroom that you've been earnestly dying for,
Todo eso que está en el almacén que estás esperando,
the time has come now
el tiempo ha venido ahora
that it is opened up,
que se va a abrir.
and now the blessings are falling
Y
down,
ahora las bendiciones están cayendo.
and it may be like rain,
Y se hace como la
because you
lluvia.
can't contain the rain,
Porque no puede contener la lluvia.
because when it starts to pour,
Porque cuando comienza a caer
it just
fuertemente,
goes everywhere.
va a todas partes.
And then it starts to be, or sometimes we even get a flood,
Y a veces puede venir
that our phone starts to
Puede venir un aguacero bien grande
a phone starts to ring,
que comienza a caer
and it warns us that there's about to be a flood.
y te avisa que va a venir un sobreabunde del agua.
Amen. And it gives us a flood warning.
Y nos da un aviso.
So right now,
Ahora mismo,
I'm giving you a flood
nos
warning.
da un aviso.
It's about to come down. Like Kevin Hart said, it's about to go down.
It's about to go
Como
down.
dice Kevin Hart, va a venir.
Tell your neighbor, it's about to go down.
Dile a tu vecino, va a venir.
It's about to come down.
It's about to come down.
So let that rain come down.
Deja que esa lluvia
Let
venga.
it fall on you.
Deja que caiga
But
sobre
it's
ti.
not going to only fall on you. It's going to fall on the entire nation. Because right here it says, even the whole nation was cursed.
Porque la palabra dice que la nación completa estuvo maldita.
But once they did what they had to do,
Pero cuando hicieron lo que tenían que
once they
hacer,
brought what they had to bring before God,
cuando trajeron lo que tenían que traer al Señor,
the blessings came.
la bendición vino.
And there was not enough room to receive
Y
it.
no había suficiente espacio para recibirlo.
That's the most, I love that part.
Me encanta esa parte.
Not enough room to receive it.
No hay suficiente espacio para
It was too
recibirlo.
much.
Era demasiado.
But yet you can still take it.
Pero aún así puedes
You can still
cogerlo.
grab it.
Puedes agarrarlo.
Grab what you need.
Agarra lo que
And more.
necesitas. Y más.
Because God is here for the blessing.
Porque Dios está aquí con la
He's here for the
bendición.
taking.
Está aquí con la bendición.
See, and I love that part.
Me encanta esa parte.
Amen.
Now let's go. So once they put their trust and faith into God,
Cuando pusieron su fe y confianza en el Señor,
they got what they got.
consiguieron lo que querían.
See, and this is, I'm taking you back to, I believe, Elijah,
Te voy a llevar atrás a Eliseo,
when he asked the widow, Zarephath,
cuando le preguntó a la viuda
yes, Zarephath. All right, when he asked her to make him a cake, right?
que le hiciera un pedazo de bizcocho,
And she didn't even have much,
y ella no tenía mucho,
but he asked her anyways.
pero le preguntó de todas maneras.
See,
Hallelujah.
and she didn't have to prove anything to him,
Ella no tenía que probar nada a él,
or he didn't have to prove anything to her,
ni él tenía que probarle nada a ella,
but she did what she was told.
pero ella hizo lo que le
She
pidieron.
was being obedient.
Fue obediente.
See, and that's what we learned too, to be obedient,
Y eso aprendemos también a ser
and God will
obediente.
bless us too.
Y Dios nos va a bendecir también.
So she went out and she did the cake with the little that she had.
Y ella fue y hizo el bizcocho con lo poquito que tenía.
And do y'all remember what happened after?
Y recuerda lo que pasó después.
She received more
Recibió más
than what she asked for.
de lo que ella pidió.
And I believe it was more than enough.
Era más que suficiente.
So she received it after being obedient.
Lo recibió después de ser obediente.
And that's what God is doing right now.
Y es lo que Dios
And
hace
he
en
did it
este
to the
momento.
Israelites as well.
Y lo hizo con los
They
israelitas
became
también.
obedient
Se pusieron obedientes
and they gave
y dieron.
and then they received.
Y después recibieron.
And not only did they receive,
No solamente recibieron,
look at what happens next. Verse 11.
en el capítulo 11,
I will rebuke the devourer
That's
for your
right.
sakes,
That's right.
so that he will not destroy the fruit of your ground.
Yes.
Nor shall the vine fail to bear fruit for you in the field.
reprenderé también por vosotros al devorador. Y no os destruirá el fruto de la tierra, ni vuestra vid en el campo será estéril.
Amen.
See, not only did he bless them,
No solamente los bendijo,
but of what they were once cursed with,
pero con lo que una vez fueron maldecidos,
now became their blessing.
ahora se convirtió en su
See, the
bendición.
ground was so rough that they couldn't produce any fruit.
La tierra era estéril que no podían producir
And the
fruto.
animals were so disgusting that they couldn't really eat from them.
Y los animales no podían comer de esa tierra.
But God turned it around.
Pero Dios lo volvió.
And now you have that. What was once cursed
Ahora lo que antes estuvo maldecido,
is now blessed.
ahora es una bendición.
So once you turn your life around,
Cuando volteas tu
what
vida,
you did, if you were cursed,
si lo que haces es estuvo
you are no longer cursed.
ya no vas a estar
Because
maldecido.
God turned it around for
Y
you.
Dios lo volvió
And
maldecido.
now you're blessed.
Y ahora estás bendecido.
Amen.
And now they were able to, and see, it was, I like, because I'm going to go back, I'm going to go hip hop here a few times. So now they were blessed.
Estaban bendecidos.
and it says there will not be room enough to receive it.
No había suficiente espacio para
So I
recibirlo.
believe once they started growing some more fruit now,
Pero pienso que cuando ya comenzaron a sembrar
once they started
frutas
growing the crops,
y comenzaron a sembrar,
they needed more room.
necesitaban más espacio.
So whatever was around, they had to move it more now to the side.
Lo que tenían ahora tenían que moverlo a un lado.
Let's say in farmhouses,
En granjas
it couldn't fit enough of the fruit that they had.
no podían aguantar todo lo que tenían.
So they had to build another one
Tenían que construir otro,
to fit more fruit.
otro almacén.
So we have to build more houses to fit
That's
our
right.
blessings.
Tenemos que construir más casas para aguantar nuestras bendiciones.
Continue to produce,
Right.
Continuar
so
produciendo
you continue to receive.
y continuar
Amen.
recibiendo.
And we'll go now because verse 12 it says, "And all nations will call you blessed, for you will be a delightful land."
Y todas las naciones os dirán bienaventurados, porque seréis tierra deseable.
See, back then, it was the land to this nation
Esta nación,
around other nations.
alrededor de otras naciones,
They knew this nation as being fruitful,
conocían esta nación como una tierra fructífera,
as like the best nation there is.
como la mejor nación que había.
And when they fell,
Y cuando cayeron,
none of the other nations wanted even to help.
las naciones alrededor no querían ni ayudar.
They said, "We got our own problems.
Tenemos nuestro propio
We can't
problema.
help you right
No
now."
podemos ayudarte ahora
So they
mismo.
abandoned him.
Lo abandonaron.
That's what I believe.
Eso es lo que yo creo.
But now,
Pero ahora,
like I said, what was once cursed
lo que antes tuvo maldito
became their blessing.
se convirtió en una bendición.
They had more than enough fruit now.
Tenían más que
Amen.
suficiente.
They became what they once were,
Y se convirtieron nuevamente en lo que antes eran,
but even better.
pero mejor.
Because it multiplied for them.
Porque se multiplicó para
Because
ellos.
of their obedience,
Por su
their
obediencia,
trust,
su,
and their faith
su fe y su confianza en Dios.
in God.
En Dios.
Just because they tried him.
Yo solamente porque lo probaron.
Just a little try,
Solamente lo probaron.
and they had all of that.
Y tuvieron todo eso.
So imagine if you just really don't even try God,
Imagínate si no solamente tratas a Dios,
but you go all out for God.
pero todo para Él.
Imagine what you can receive.
Imagínate lo que vas a recibir.
If they receive that,
Si ellos recibieron eso,
I'm gonna receive more.
yo voy a recibir
I
más.
declare I'm gonna receive more.
Yo declaro que voy
Because
a recibir
I'm
más.
diving head first.
Porque me estoy tirando de
I'm going
cabeza.
straight into it,
De cabeza directo.
so we be able to receive more out of it.
Para que pueda recibir más de ellos.
And all the nations will see.
Y todas las naciones van a
And
ver.
everybody
Y todo el mundo
will call us blessed
nos va a
That's
llamar
right.
bendecidos.
for what we have.
Por lo que tenemos.
There will be questions,
Va a haber preguntas,
but they will know the answer.
pero van a saber la respuesta.
Some may not believe the answer,
Algunos no creerán la
but if you
respuesta.
believe the
Pero si
answer,
tú conoces la
you will
respuesta,
stay blessed.
That's
tú vas a
right.
seguir bendecido.
And that's what we have to tell them.
Y eso es lo que tenemos que
Because
decir.
this is a blessed church.
Porque esta iglesia
We
es
are
bendecida.
blessed people.
Somos gente bendecida.
Amen.
Amen.
And we'll be delightful land.
Y somos una tierra estéril.
We'll be a delightful church,
Una iglesia que produce,
attracting more
que atrae más
and just spreading the word of God,
que con la palabra de Dios.
of what He told us to spread.
Porque es lo que nos dio para dar.
Hallelujah.
Thank you,
Where the heavens were
Jesus.
shut to them,
Lo que una vez estuvo cerrado para ellos,
it was now open.
ahora está
Now they were ready
abierto.
to receive everything from heaven.
Estaban listos para recibirlo del
As the
cielo.
song said, here as in heaven.
Como dice, así como en el cielo.
I want it here as it is in heaven.
Lo quiero aquí así como está en el cielo.
Bringing heaven down to earth.
Trayendo el cielo a la tierra.
I love this part
Hallelujah.
because it's found it in Matthew Henry commentary again.
Lo encontré en el comentario.
I'm gonna read it for you.
Lo voy a leer.
We found the windows of heaven open
Encontramos las ventanas del cielo
to
abiertas
pour down a sludge of wrath,
para que pueda salir,
to pour down a wrath
para que pueda salir algo bien
in
rápido.
Noah's flood.
Y sepa que,
But here they are open to pour down blessings
Amen.
pero está abierto para abrir, para salir la bendición
to such a degree
a un nivel
that there should be not enough, that to such a degree that there should not be room
a un nivel que no va a haber espacio
enough to receive them.
suficiente para recibirlo.
So plentifully shall their ground bring forth, plentifully,
Abundantemente,
their ground shall bring forth,
la tierra va a traer hacia adelante,
they shall be tempted to pull down their barns
que van a estar tentados a abrir
and build greater,
las granjas a un nivel más grande,
for want of room.
para que haya espacio.
Amen. See, like what I said before, they had to build more.
Tuvieron que construir más.
But as we see, God brought the rain down for destruction.
Por lo que Dios trajo una vez el agua como destrucción.
At times He needs to,
A veces necesita,
because we're not listening.
porque no estamos escuchando.
And He knows there's only one way to get our attention.
Y Él sabe que hay una sola manera de atender nuestra atención.
But then now, on the second hand,
Pero de la otra manera,
He opened heaven
también abre el cielo
to pour down the blessings.
para que pueda salir la
Onto the
bendición hacia la gente.
And I don't know about you,
Y no sé sobre ti,
but I would rather much
pero prefiero
to receive the second one.
recibir la segunda.
I want the heavens open for good,
Quiero que los cielos se abran por bien
to pour down blessings on our lives,
para que caiga bendiciones sobre nuestras vidas
than to pour down destruction on lives.
Amen.
en vez de traer destrucción hacia la vida.
We never really want to hurt nobody.
No queremos herir a nadie.
God never intends to hurt
That's
nobody.
right.
La intención de Dios no es herir a nadie,
But like I said, we bring it upon ourselves.
pero a veces lo traemos sobre nosotros mismos.
So now what do you want?
¿Qué tú quieres?
Which heaven do you want opened on
That's
you?
¿Qué cielo quieres abierto sobre ti?
Because I know what I want.
Yo sé lo que quiero.
I want to receive the blessings
Quiero recibir las
that
bendiciones
God has promised.
que Dios me ha prometido
And now is the time.
y ahora es el tiempo.
And God is a good God
Y Dios es un buen Dios
that He's ready to give it to us.
que está listo para dárnoslo.
But we have to remember it's in His time.
Pero tenemos que permanecer en su tiempo.
But I'm saying the time is now.
Pero yo digo que el tiempo es ahora.
Now.
We are going to receive it.
Lo vamos a recibir.
We are going to receive it.
Lo vamos a recibir
And now.
ahora.
So now we're going to receive it.
Ahora lo vamos a recibir.
Now we're going to get what we've been asking for.
Ahora vamos a recibir lo que hemos estado pidiendo.
But we have to remember who it came from.
Pero tenemos que recordar de dónde viene.
We can't just ride on the ride
No solamente podemos seguir
and then turn away from it.
y luego voltearnos.
Remember Him,
Recuérdalo a Él.
and He shall remember you.
Y Él te va a recordar a ti.
Glory.
Santo.
So, because when the cause was the cause was removed,
Cuando la maldición fue removida,
the evil was removed as well.
lo malo fue removido también.
Because where God dwells,
Porque donde Dios está,
Satan can't.
el enemigo no puede.
So wherever God is,
Donde quiera que Dios está,
or evil,
cualquier cosa que no es de Dios,
anything trying to get to you,
cualquier cosa en contra tuya,
can no longer get to you.
no puede jamás venir a ti.
Because if we make this nation for God,
Porque cuando tenemos esto para Dios,
they said we make this city for God,
cuando hacemos esta nación para Dios, esta ciudad para Dios,
ain't nothing gonna come up in the city
nada va a venir en contra de esta
with us
ciudad.
watching
Si estamos,
and preparing for it.
si estamos preparados.
Because if God is here,
Porque si Dios está aquí,
Satan can't be.
Satanás no puede estar aquí.
And like I said, we just have to, for the curse was not only taken away,
La maldición no solamente fue removida,
but He turned it into an abundant blessing.
pero lo convirtió en una abundante bendición.
And I'm ready to receive it.
Y estoy listo para recibirlo.
I don't want to be cursed,
No quiero ser maldito,
but I want to be blessed.
quiero ser bendecido.
So now I ask you, are you ready to try God?
Te pregunto, ¿estás listo para probar a
He
Dios?
says, try me.
Él dice, pruébame.
And I definitely am trying Him.
Y yo definitivamente lo estoy
Not
probando.
because I want Him to prove something,
No porque quiero que me pruebe
it's
algo,
because I want to prove something.
sino que yo quiero probar algo.
I want to prove to God
Yo quiero probarle a Dios
that I'm going to go deeper.
que voy a ir más
I'm
profundo.
going to try Him.
Lo voy a
I
probar.
want Him to bless me,
Quiero que me
but
bendiga,
I want to try Him more.
pero quiero probarlo
And
más.
after I test Him, I try Him,
Después que lo pruebo,
and yeah, it's like a test. I test Him.
una prueba,
God never fails,
nunca Dios falla.
so I want to receive that.
Yo quiero recibir
But
eso.
what I'm going to do after I try Him,
De lo que voy a hacer después que lo pruebe,
I'm going to continue in Him.
voy a continuar en
I
él.
don't even want the little no more.
No quiero un poquito
I want the
pasar.
whole thing.
Yo quiero
And in
todo.
order to receive the whole
Y
thing,
para poder recibirlo
I
todo,
got to give Him all of me.
tengo que darle todo de mí.
So once I give Him all of me,
Después que doy todo de mí,
all of Him is for me.
todo lo de él es mío.
All of heaven is for me.
Todo el cielo me
All of the
pertenece.
earth is for me.
Toda la tierra me
Because we
pertenece.
are kings and queens,
Porque somos reyes y
put on
reinas
this planet,
de este planeta.
ruling of the earth.
Gracias.
Now it's our time
Ahora es nuestro tiempo
to step into it.
de caminar hacia eso.
And when we step into
Y
territory,
cuando caminamos en el territorio,
and I heard this preaching because it's not only us,
no es solamente nosotros,
but there are warlocks and witches
también hay brujos y
and
brujas
demons
y demonios
that have territory.
que tienen territorio.
So if we're declaring that we're going to take up
Si
territory,
declaramos que vamos a recibir el territorio,
you have to prepare to fight.
tienes que prepararte para
And there's
pelear.
not no physical fight right here.
Y no es una pelea
At
física.
times, sometimes you may want to punch somebody.
A veces quieres darle un pedazón a
You
alguien.
may want to try me
A lo mejor quieres decirle,
in the
pruébame.
wrong way.
En la manera
So it
incorrecta.
because at times the flesh starts kicking,
Porque la
Well,
carne
and you know I'm like, try me. See what I'm gonna do.
para ver qué voy a hacer.
But this time we gotta tell him in the spirit.
Pero esta vez le diremos en el
Try
espíritu.
me.
Pruébame.
Bring it on.
Tráelo.
I'm not scared.
No tengo miedo.
Are you prepared?
¿Estás tú
This is what we're
preparado?
gonna have to tell them. Are you prepared to
Le
see
tenemos
what
que
God
decir
can
a
do?
ellos, ¿estás tú preparado?
Are you prepared to see? Hallelujah.
Try me now.
Pruébame ahora.
You know, you need time?
Necesitas
Go
tiempo.
ahead, take all the time you need.
Toma todo el tiempo que tú quieras.
Because once you have that God in you,
Porque cuando tienes a ese Dios
it's
dentro
not
de ti,
being cocky,
no es siendo
it's being
arrogante,
confident
es siendo
of who
confidente
God really
That's
is.
que Dios realmente
So you ain't
es.
gotta tell them, try me,
No tienes que decirle
and
pruébame.
not see what I'm gonna do to
That's
you,
No para que vea lo que yo voy a
but see
hacer.
what God could do to you.
Para que tú veas lo que Dios puede hacer.
See, and then you're gonna get tried,
Y vas a ser probado.
Yes, you will.
but what you do is what's gonna happen.
That's
Lo que
right.
haces es lo que va a pasar.
Your actions is gonna determine what your fate lies.
That's
Tu
right.
acción va a determinar tu futuro.
So let God do it,
Puedes dejar que Dios lo haga
and who knows, you might convict that person.
y a lo mejor convenzan a esa persona.
So right now,
Ahora mismo,
as I'm ending,
que estoy terminando,
I just want to say, try Him
quiero decir que lo pruebes
and receive Him.
y recíbelo.
Receive the bountiful blessings He has.
Recibe la abundante bendición que Él tiene para ti.
And not only that,
Y no solamente eso,
start stacking your storehouse.
comienza a poner cosas en tu almacén.
Prayer
Oración,
works.
trabajo.
Prayer and fasting
Ayuno y oración.
works better,
Trabaja mejor,
works stronger.
más fuerte.
That's
So
right.
imagine what's in your storehouse right now.
Imagina lo que está en tu almacén en este
What can you
momento.
say is in your storehouse?
¿Qué puedes decir que está en tu almacén en este
What can you
momento?
say you are ready to receive?
¿Qué puedes decir que vas a recibir?
Santo. Hallelujah.
Try Him
Pruébalo.
now.
Ahora.
God bless you all.
Que Dios nos bendiga.